right, the meeting is called to order at 4 o'clock, and I'm doing this without a script because I forgot my script, so I'm winging it. So, is there any changes on the agenda?
There are a couple of things on the consent approval that I have a question about, like 4 of the 5, but it's only like one question. But I don't care how you want to do it. Before we go there, we
You
answer
didn't
those.
take care of those questions before you came in?
There was no one.
Paula, you would get a first and second during the consent agenda and then ask your questions.
Oh, I was gonna.
Hey, how are you?
Sorry, I
It's
just got
okay, no problem.
done doing tri-tip.
You did bring us in.
It's not cooked yet, you don't want it yet.
I don't know.
I just got done wrapping yams and
So I understand that item C is being pulled?
13C.
And then the next one,
I forgot my script, so I'm running it.
That's right, I'm kind of unprepared this time, so I apologize.
Okay. So, we will at 4:01, we have to approve the agenda, so do we have a motion to approve the agenda with item C being pulled?
I motion you approve.
Okay,
A second.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okey dokey. So we will now at 4:02, go into closed session. Okay, 5 o'clock, so we're calling the meeting to order, and would you please join Board Clerk Sipley in leading the pledge, the flag.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So I apologize, I came without my script, so I'm sort of winging it with the help of Rochelle's notes, so, anyway, Aurora, would you please report out of closed session?
Both classified requests were approved during closed session.
All right, thank you. And, I believe that it's time for CSEA comments?
Informational.
Okay. So, do we have, any,
Oh, thank you.
okay, so do we have, a report out of closed session, we have that informational student of the month at Sanhedrin.
Okay. Do I put myself in this direction?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Becky Button, and I'm part of the Independent Study team at Sanhedrin. And when you think about Sanhedrin, you probably think about high schoolers, teenagers. We have the adult school there. But you may not know we also have the kindergarten through 8th grade independent study program at Sanhedrin. And so while the majority of the students are typically teenagers or older, you may also see some kindergartners cruising the hallway with a parent, of course, and some middle schoolers that come on site to work with me. So I'm excited to spotlight two of my students, one from elementary and one from middle school. They will be receiving a certificate of recognition and a certificate for an ice cream sundae from JD Red House, because when you work hard, you deserve the ice cream, the sprinkles, and the chocolate sauce. So, to represent the elementary school independent study student, I chose Paisley Warren. She is the first kindergartner, I believe, in the history of Sanhedrin to receive her own Sanhedrin High School ID card. Yes. Because she showed her picture day in her little outfit, and they had to lower the cameras and put her on a milk crate. But 2 weeks later, she got her very own high school ID card. Paisley has a great attitude, amazing fine motor skills, and a knack for reciting nursery rhymes with a twist ending you wouldn't see coming. Whenever Paisley comes to Sanhedrin, she's excited to work with me and learn new letter sounds, show off her top-notch addition skills, and also she will help me with literally everything and anything she can help me with. Paisley is a big sister, a big helper, and not much is getting past her. Unfortunately, though, Paisley didn't feel too good today. So we will have to recreate this ceremony at the JD Red House after the break. You're all invited, but you have to get your own ice cream sundaes. Just to be clear, we're going to celebrate Paisley's awesome efforts in kindergarten. And so for middle schoolers, I chose to spotlight 6th grader Annika Oki. She parachuted into independent study mid-year, and she has done an excellent job of staying on top of her work. Oh, here we go. Let me give you your certificate, Annika. Here we go, your certificate as well as your ice cream gift certificate, because that is also important. Let's speak a little bit about Annika's awesomeness. All right. Here, should I go stand by Annika so she feels a little less awkward? Yes. There you go. So, Annika joined the Independent Study Program January, right? New in this year. She parachuted right into the middle of it and has been handling everything with grace and creativity. She has done an excellent job of staying on top of all of her assignments. She's far ahead and wrapping up, we'll be done with math in another month. She also comes up with creative extensions for some of her lessons. Among those are a 3D Leonardo da Vinci inspired hot air balloon heliplane, a nearly life-sized poster of Ryan Robeson, the main character in the YA classic Hatchet, and also she made an impressive model of the Earth's layers out of clay. Annika is also an artist, and she's helping me design a hands-on art elective that includes the elements and principles of photography. And she's creating artwork inspired by famous artists like Georgia O'Keeffe, Rene Magritte, and Salvador Dali. When she's not being an academic rock star, Ani is also a second-degree black belt in karate and the youth representative for the Sheriff's Activity League Board. As well as karate, Annika also participates in wrestling and boxing, so I would definitely recommend not causing her any kind of trouble unless she wanted to be folded up like a little pretzel. She's very kind though, so I don't. But I wouldn't try her, just saying. Ani also works with the Community Advisory Committee for Special Education, so you may see her tabling at events and sharing important information with our community. She has a very impressive resume for someone who has yet to celebrate her 12th birthday. So please keep crushing it, Annika, and we're so glad to have you in our program. But you can still talk about her. People don't know why she, no, not specifics, but.
Yes, so I believe Jane had family emergency, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm Julia Richley, I teach high school at St. Catherine High School, 9 through 12. And the student was nominated both by myself and our other staff teacher, Mr. Horton. And it's Jana McDonald. She's graduating as a senior. She completed all her requirements early. I want to say second trimester she was done. She took 5 college sections through our dual enrollment program at St. Catherine. And she's taking another college class right now online through Medicinal College. She's planning to go in real estate. Shows up every day. Perfect attendance, super polite, very positive. She volunteers at Seabiscuit Ranch and very involved in community, very open-minded. She's still exploring her career options, but I think she's settled on real estate.
And we'll get this to her and
Yes.
celebrate her at school when she returns from her leave.
She could join us for ice cream if she'd like.
So we'll do that with all the 3 of us then. Okay. No, this one, I'll keep it. We'll save it for our celebrations. So the last one here is from Miss Reese, and she teaches independent study. She teaches the 9th through 12th independent study program. And she nominated Asher Benson because of his hard work. He transferred over to really focus on, we have a variety of groups of students. We have some that just need that smaller environment. We have some that need to graduate early for, life happens, right? So for different situations that occur in life. And we also have some that come over, catch up on their credits and go back. So we have them all. But Asher was determined to finish and graduate a year early, and he's been working diligently on trying to get this done, and that's why Ms. Reese wanted to nominate him. And we'll have a nice celebration back at home. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. All right, Heather, do we have CSEA comments, please?
Good evening. As we move through the busy spring season, our classified staff have been hard at work doing our part to ensure that the schools continue to run smoothly. From keeping our campuses clean and safe to providing meals, transportation, administrative support, and everything in between, we are proud of the role we are playing in supporting our students and educators. With spring activities in full swing, our staff has been busy assisting with a wide variety of events, from transporting student athletes to competitions to helping school events, chaperoning field trips, and prepping for upcoming open houses at our school sites, and of course preparing for our sporting events as far as getting our fields in amazing shape. I want to give a shout out to our groundskeepers because I know they've been working very hard on that. It is great to see so many kids involved and thriving in the activities that they love and enjoy, and we're happy to help make that possible. As many of you know, April is Autism Acceptance Month, and this is a time to celebrate the unique strengths of our individuals on the autism spectrum while raising awarenesses about the challenges that they may face. This month, our CSE chapter wants to shine a light on the incredible work of our special education paraprofessionals who work alongside autistic students every day and significantly impact their academic, social, and emotional growth. Special education paraprofessionals play a crucial role in ensuring that students with autism have the support that they need to thrive. Our dedicated professionals provide individualized assistance that helps students reach their full potential in the classroom and beyond. Whether through one-on-one support, facilitating communication, or assisting with social skills, paraprofessionals are often the quiet heroes in our child's educational journey. We celebrate Autism Acceptance Month. We honor the contributions of paraprofessionals who make every effort to support autistic students, ensuring they have the tools, encouragement, and love they need to succeed. We are proud of the work they do and grateful for their unwavering dedication to the success and well-being of every student they serve. CSA would also like to wish all of our classified and certificated staff a well-earned and restful spring break. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, I don't see Brian here, or is there anybody here from WTA to comment? Okay. How about, Aurora, do we have any superintendent comments? Yes.
This is from Mr. Beebe, our superintendent. He says, "Hello, WUSD family. This is my wife's third session of chemotherapy, and she's doing as well as she can be expected. Her prognosis is good, but there is a long journey ahead of us both. It is the mark of a strong district to absorb the occasional absence of any one individual. We have talented, passionate, and quite capable people in Willits Unified. As I say every Friday, thank you for all you do daily. I want to wish all of our staff and students a much deserved spring break and the opportunity to spend quality time with their family and friends. I also want to wish everyone safe travels as we explore the world, if traveling. We are excited about our upcoming promotions, graduations, while also continuing to plan for the next year's staffing, facility upgrades, and working with the county and state on grant funds, budget issues, and ongoing changes from the federal government. We continue to work with the CDE on all pressing matters as well. Again, I apologize for my absence, but my wife's health is, and the health of all of us should always be the prime importance. I am deeply hopeful to all at our May meeting. I am deeply hopeful to see all at our May meeting. All my hopes are fitting.
Thank you. Do you have anything you want to add, Aurora?
No, I'll leave it at
Okay, great.
leave it to the next part.
All right, so now we have our student rep, Shiloh. Do you have any comments?
I do. So to summarize the last meeting, prom is May 10th at the Brook Trails Lodge. Our senior class trip is May 30th at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The classes would greatly appreciate any donations if possible. As of lately, Willits High School is hosting a blood drive on April 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The junior class is volunteering for the Senior Center Father's Day breakfast. Leadership classes and school clubs will have booths at the car show on May 26th. This last Saturday, the junior class hosted a bake sale and raised $400. Senior class will be hosting a bake sale this Sunday, the 13th at Safeway from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Senior class is also hosting a picnic-style movie night fundraiser on April 25th at 8:30 p.m. at the Willits High School softball field. And lastly, the ASB Carnival is May 16th at Willits High School.
Thank you very much, Shiloh. We're glad to have you. Do you want to stay, or I know you guys usually have
I'm gonna
homework.
head out.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, so now we have board comments. Paula?
I was fortunate this space in between last board meetings enough to be allowed to go to a CAVE conference, which is a conference mostly, almost exclusively, to help people acquire skills and celebrate those who have those skills in language acquisition. And, I started with those about 50 years ago, actually 45, they started 50 years ago. And it was reassuring to know that language acquisition is language acquisition. It hasn't changed in 50 years, as it should not. I mean, you know, it's called development. But it is good that a lot of districts within the state and throughout other states were really setting up their districts to have quality programs and maintain an opportunity for all students of all languages to learn English if that's the necessity because they're living here. And we even learned that in one state, Georgia as a matter of fact, which sort of surprised me, I guess it's from preconceived stereotypes or something, but they have some really excellent dual language programs. And that was a really good thing. They weren't just starting, which a couple of other states said they were doing after 50 years, that surprised me, but they were really, really skilled at it. And the state of California has some of the most model programs over any other state, which it should. It's had its push for 54 years. But anyway, it was a really good deal, and we were lucky that we had an administrator and a couple of teachers and myself that were allowed to go. I really appreciated the district for letting me go, but mostly I do have to thank MCOE since they picked up the bill. Then, there are, I understand, some concerns for this evening, and we're not allowed to, as board members, to respond or do anything, but I've received an awful lot of emails and things, and I did want to make it really, really clear that at the very least, according to me, I must say that I extend my sincerest empathy to Mr. Topolansky and, I'm sorry, Mr. Topolansky, I spent 3 days with you and I still can't say anything. Anyway, and Mr. Sandoval and many others whose names were made negatively public without any semblance of propriety or even respect. I thought that was kind of a low point for Willits in general. I was really surprised and actually disgusted, but I'm sure it's going to pick up. They always tell you once you're at the bottom, you can only go forward and up, hopefully. And then I also wanted to say congratulations to all those changing positions, retiring, preparing for a spring vacation, or whatever else comes along that they plan to do.
Thank you. April?
I don't have a lot. My kids took turns bringing home sickness, so I didn't get a lot of time at Blosser, so I apologize for that. And I'm busy with Sober Grad right now. We are getting ready for our tri-tip dinner tomorrow, and we are a few weeks out of graduation, so I've just been really busy. Thankful for all the help, all the teachers, all the parents, all the students, and hope everybody has a wonderful spring break.
David?
Well, I had a few opportunities to visit school campuses. I spent a couple of days at Bethel Grove, and I got a chance to talk to a few faculty members, and as well as a counselor. And basically, what I was kind of curious about was how kind of the school climate was now. And part of my curiosity about that was, again, I understand that one of Mr. Kinney's priorities is basically trying to gradually improve the school climate, and there's a few criteria you look at, including suspensions and other criteria. And generally speaking, everyone had positive things to say. I think San Hedrin, Brother Bechtel were in the right direction. And also I was interested in classroom, student discipline, and also how their restorative justice model was being applied. And again, generally I heard positive comments. Also, I had a chance to spend a couple days visiting different people at the high school. In some cases, I have particular questions to ask, but also, frankly, it's also just kind of nice to go to my old stomping grounds and just see how things are going. And at this point, I have to say everyone seemed like they're pretty busy, and they should be. But also, I think right now it's nice that I know a couple of people are leaving this year. Or at least one I know, but it's nice to have like a very a stable staff, and I get the sense that a lot of people there are happy where they are and are not planning to make any moves, which is a good sign, I think.
Thank you. Jennifer?
Hi.
this coffee sneezy stuff that's been rotating around the community. So didn't get a whole lot done in terms of going to the school sites. But the Board of Supervisors had their meeting up here either yesterday or the day before, rather than having it down in Ukiah. And it was at the library, no, the museum, excuse me. And they had people that were able to speak. And one of the things that I've been working on is with the whole ethnic studies stuff. The way it was set up, it's required by the governor for the students that are graduating to have a certain amount of ethnic studies before they graduate. And that's a requirement for the junior colleges that they have it before they come. The governor was originally going to support that and pay for it, where it wasn't going to come down on the districts. And then he had a change of heart for whatever reason and decided that no, they weren't going to pay for it. It's up to us. And there's different ways of teaching it, and there's different ways that, or different amounts that it costs. And the easiest way to do it is doing it in terms of starting when kids are younger, just teaching them about different cultures. It's the study of culture. And have it be something, it can be hopscotch, it can be all kinds of things. It can be little songs and stuff. The song Frere Jacques, that I'm sure a lot of you remember learning as little kids. That's part of it, the kind of foods that we eat. Having it done as a specialized thing, the way it's written into the ed code at this point means that it has to be done just specifically the way the state had ordered it, rather than it being included within the regular school teachings, which is how things have been taught up until now. And when I spoke as a member of the community, not as a board member. I want to make that clear. But I wanted the board to know, I said, that this is something that I'm not asking them to do in terms of fixing something within the community. It's for them to push back on the governor so that we don't get stuck with having to pay for something he ordered because he can't take some wording out of a law. Anyway, that's what I've been busy doing. So it's lovely seeing all of you here. And your son has a lovely voice.
Thank you, Jen. All right, I spent a day yesterday at Bechtel Grove embedded with the 7th grade. I spent all day long with the 7th grade and went from class to class and went to social studies class, a math class, language arts class, a couple of science classes, and got to spend time visiting with staff. And I came away with my day with the 7th grade feeling really good about our middle school, and I saw some really positive interactions with kids, and saw some wonderful curriculum being taught, and I saw classrooms that where the teachers were engaging the kids, so they were paying attention. I only saw one problem with a cell phone, and as soon as the student was reminded, they put it away. And anyway, it was a really positive day. I was glad that Bechtel Grove has been so welcoming to me. I spent a day with the 6th grade a couple months ago, and I plan to spend a day with the 8th grade after spring break sometime. And I want to wish everyone a wonderful spring break. I know how hard everybody works, and I see it on a daily basis. And I looked at the weather report, and it looks like it's going to be warm and not raining, so I'm really excited that maybe everybody gets a warm week off. And one of the things I've been doing is picking my granddaughter up from Gloucester every day for the last month or so. So I sit outside, I get there early, and I sit outside near the flagpole, and there's a wonderful group of kids and special educators that come out early to wait for the buses, and these are the more severely handicapped kids. And I see some wonderful interactions. Here it's the end of the day, the staff is tired, but they're engaged with the kids, they're joking with the kids, they're getting the kids to laugh, they're keeping their eye on the kids. It's a wonderful thing to observe, and I really appreciate their efforts for all that they do on behalf of students. So. And I also been tasked by Mark to announce that we have a new principal at Brookside, and Diane Johnson is our new principal at Brookside. Diane's a gem. We're really excited about having her as a principal, and we're going to miss Kathleen so much. Kathleen's been a wonderful principal at Bechtel, and we wish her the grandest of retirements. Brookside, I'm sorry. Brookside, and wish her the very best of retirements, and hope she does some nice traveling, gets to spend time with grandkids, and gets to hang out with Gus more. So anyway, we're very excited. So. And that's the end of public comments, board comments, I believe. And I think now might be a good time for a 5-minute break. And when we come back, we'll have public comments. Break is up. And so we now have public comments. So please remember, per board bylaw 9323.
Thank you, all in the time. Thank you. Thank you.
Individual speakers are allowed 3 minutes per speaker on public comments, and the board will limit the total time for public comment on each item to 20 minutes. So each subject has 20 minutes, and with individual speakers not speaking more than 3 minutes. And because it's not an action item on the agenda, the board cannot interact or cannot comment. So we appreciate hearing public comments. We want to know what the public concerns are, but we're not allowed to comment in the board meeting or to take any action. So I need that to be clear to people making public comments. I don't know what that is. It's
Person that we're appointing.
all right, so are there any public comments? You can move up to the podium there, and I'll start the timer for 3 minutes when somebody starts speaking.
Hi, my name's Matt Wilkie. I'm the CAC rep for Willits School District. I guess I've been there about a year and a half. There's been a lot of growing pains in figuring out things. I guess the proposal wasn't written in accordance with state bylaws. So it's being reintroduced today. I just found out. I came for my daughter and check out the school board meeting, but I just wanted to introduce myself, and I'm gonna leave probably before you vote on anything, but I have to get my kids to another commitment. But thank you. I've had a pleasure of interacting with the school. Kelly's been really accommodating, and we're working really hard to try to educate parents to help smooth out the IEP and special education process and make sure that everybody's informed and happy. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Any parent public comments?
All right,
Any community members?
officer.
Yeah.
So my name is Shauna Burns. I teach at the high school, and even though you can't speak on it, thank you for somewhat speaking on it. Obviously, everybody knows about the email, social media, manifesto going around, and I work at the high school where most of the allegations are taking place, and it is making our academic environment incredibly challenging to the point where I left today. Never done that. I have been a teacher for 12 years, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I said, somebody has to cover my class. That's how bad it is. So I urge you guys to address it in some way, because it affects us. That's it.
Thank you very much.
I have a question. I've never been to a board meeting before. My name's Emily. What is your dress code at the school district for the girls, pretty much? Can you answer that? Or you can't even answer that? Okay, so most of the places I've been, it's to here. That's where your dress skirt or whatever you're wearing is supposed to go. I know sometimes it's the parents that are doing it, but you guys are allowing it. These girls dress so crazy. You don't know if they're 21. You don't know if they're 13. You don't know if they're 9. The 9-year-olds are doing it. It's disgusting, okay? That's a bigger closet you guys need to clean than my son's. He wears a I Love Hot Mom shirt, or a sweatshirt to school. He gets in trouble. The other one is this fake Playboy bunny with little ears. It's not sexual per se, like Playboy bunny. He can't wear that. So again, if they want to pay my bills as a single widow, if they want to pay you guys are more than welcome to buy him sweatshirts. But I think before you guys deal with that, you need to deal with the little girls, because they can get trafficked, raped, molested, so many things. It really has been bothering me since I lived here a year now. And thank you, that's all I have to say.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for bringing that to our attention.
I'm sorry?
I just want to
I
say,
didn't hear you.
you could go to the district office. and
Okay, well, I
ask-
didn't know if this was the
Right,
place to say it,
No,
so.
I know that's fine, but you can go to the district office and get some help to understand the dress code.
Well, I know it's not that. I know the dress code is not what I see. I mean, the bras and everything. So, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else with public comments?
Hi, I'm Kathy Crossman, the principal at Brookside, and I would just like to thank you for the program that you have allowed this year for the high school mentors to come down and support our kids with reading. It has been amazing, and our teachers look forward to having the kids come and support their students. The students, our littles, have a way of interacting with the olders that's just different than interacting with an adult. It's not like interacting with another student, but it's better. And I'm so hopeful that many of those students will turn around and come back to our district as teachers. They seem very positive overall. And I think Mr. Ludwig has done an amazing job with this program. He has put in so much time. He really spends a lot of time with the kids with the mentors, on how to teach reading. And our reading specialist, Mrs. Johnson, has supported him as well to help the mentors learn the basics of teaching reading. So I want to thank you too. And thank you for allowing that program and for anything you can do to keep it going. It's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I know someone just came in, and we're finishing up public comments. Do you have a public comment, or?
No, I don't.
Okay, okay. Any other public comments? Okay, so we'll move on to the rest of the agenda. So we have our consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Excuse me, President.
Okay.
Isn't there a spot where I can,
You have to get a motion before you can ask questions.
oh, it's just a regular question, it's not an upfront motion?
You have to get the motions and then open it up for questions.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood you. Go ahead, sorry.
So,
We need a motion.
yes, we need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Okay, I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Okay? So are there any questions from the board?
Yeah, thank you. I no longer have a question about, well, it's number 5, and I no longer have a question about number 4. I do still have a question about the status changes, and if anyone happened to know, are those positions being already filled, or what is going on? There were some resignations in our district.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Some
all.
have already been filled.
Oh, okay, well, that was good. And then yeah, okay. Okay, then I no longer have any questions, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Paul. Any other questions about the consent agenda? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, we'll move on to item C, which I understand, I know has been pulled. So that will be, appear maybe on another board agenda or dealt with in some other way. So now we're on to item D, which is approval of revised resolution 2023/24-6, appointment of SELPA CAC representative. And this is, since it's a resolution, I'm required to read it. So Willits Unified School District Resolution Number 2023/24-6, revised. Appointment of parent as Willits Unified School District representative for the 2023-2024 and 2024-2025 school year to the Mendocino County SELPA Community Advisory Committee. Whereas the Willits Unified School District is responsible for appointing a representative, and whereas Matt Oki is I believe that's pronounced right, is a parent of a student in our district, and now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Willits Unified School District does thereby appoint Matt Oki as the Willits Unified School District representative from February 2024 to February 2026 to the Mendocino County SELPA Community Action Committee. Passed and adopted by the Board of Education of the Willits Unified School District, Mendocino, California, at a regular meeting of said board held on the 10th day of April 2025 by the following vote. So, all those in favor? So we do it,
Motion and then roll call.
okay, so we have a motion,
I move that we go ahead and vote on that.
okay? A second?
I second.
Okay. So, we don't have to vote individually, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do, okay. So Jennifer,
I vote yes.
okay? David? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Paula?
Yes.
Okay. Myself, yes, so, and no no's and no abstentions.
But I have a question.
Okay?
And my question is, how do those board members be selected? When I see this card, it kind of implied that maybe there was a vote, that there is a list somewhere.
Can I say something, address that? Sure. Part of it. He had been voted on last year, but
I'm
I
aware of
they
that.
only did it for 1 year. It was
Yeah, no,
supposed to
I
be
understand
for
all
2.
of that for us
Okay.
specifically.
So
In
that's why it's just
general,
1 year.
how do you become a person other than having a student involved? I mean, there's hundreds of students, so maybe, yeah, well.
You go to a SELPA meeting.
You go to a SELPA meeting, and then you tell them, I wish to be on the board, I have so-and-so is my child in my
And,
charge.
every, time we have an IP meeting, we share a folder of information with every parent whose child has an IP. And inside is information about the Community Advisory Committee. And we let them know if they'd like to be a part of that committee. You know, they call SELPA and sign up. And then, from those meetings, they choose a representative for each district. So Laytonville has a representative, et cetera. So
Each school district, correct?
each school district should have a rep. Some don't, because they just don't have enough parents to do that, but, yeah.
Yeah, I was
that's how it's
thinking
done.
of Leggett, they're very small, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not based on ADA or anything, it's.
Not at all. No,
Oh,
it's really based on parents who want to be involved and have a voice,
Oh, okay.
and, support special ed programs in the county.
Oh, okay. Thank that's, I needed to know that. Thank you.
Okay, then, is there anything for next month's agenda that any of the board members would like to suggest?
Yeah, I had two things I have to find out. Oh, I have questions I'd like it discussed at a board meeting about tenure and how the PIPs and STIPs and the whole cluster as well. I mean, I know what the rules are for regularly credentialed teachers. I think everybody probably does. But I would like to see an explanation of the, the years of service, et cetera, that are required for tenure within a district and how it pertains to PIPs and STIPs. Also how there was a new policy, I think a year or so ago, that said if you came from a district with tenure and you moved into a district that is new to you, you can sometimes be awarded tenure after 1 year in the district. And I want to know where that fits on the rule scale too. And then I don't know how this is going to fit in. I don't expect, the next thing I wanted us to discuss concerns for budget cuts. And I don't mean that I need to see the budget and where cuts are coming that we've already decided, but more of a in general attitude of where cuts should come from. There's been a lot of background in our district about what seems to look like taking the least amount of money from the most amount of people instead of the most amount of money from 1 or 2 people, and filling those deficits that way. Not necessarily filling, but balancing our budget to a point that the county office will appreciate it. And I just wanted to know the kind of a general overview plan, since I truly believe it'll affect everyone in this room and a whole lot of them that are outside.
I can do that. As I've said before, though, it's not my role to make decisions on where cuts happen. It's a team effort. I provide the information about our fiscal standing, and decisions are made from there.
Yeah, and that's really good.
Definitely not my place to make decisions like that.
No, I wouldn't expect you to come and say, I'm cutting this and this and this, or I'm adding these things. But I would like to know kind of the overall philosophy, not the one that is so vague for me that says farthest from the students. Each guy gets to interpret what that means and whose effect is greater or not on a student. But just kind of an overall philosophy or things like that. I heard a little bit of you explaining how there are grants that our district is really kind of a go-getter for grants, and it's paid off really, really well. And that, I think, needs to be made. I mean, I'm really interested in it for the public, and so the word gets out to where it needs to go.
Can I ask that we wait until June when the initial budget is presented? Because until the governor releases his May 10th revise, we don't know what funding looks like. So we don't know what the need is for reductions or what our revenue versus expenditures will look like.
Meaning then you wouldn't have to discuss cuts at all? I mean, that could kind of be
We
nice.
don't know what our needs are at this time until the state releases its budget in May, which happens May 10th.
Okay, yeah, the next month is fine.
Thank you.
I know when talking to Mark, he basically said the philosophy is to make the changes as far from the classroom as possible. That's the umbrella over everything.
Right, and that's been said year after year for at least 30 years that I
Okay.
know about.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, so I move that so I'd like a motion to adjourn, please.
I move that we adjourn.
Okay,
I second.
okay. So, meeting's
All in
adjourned.
favor?